Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a reading vlog over the weekend of realistically how much can I finish within a weekend. This weekend I don't have any plans, so I'll definitely be able to read a little bit more than if I did have plans. So I think that another time maybe we'll do it like when I have more plans, but this weekend I'm very much prioritizing finishing Kingdom of Ash. We have like just under 400 pages left of the book and my Kindle is estimating 9.5 hours. In a amazingly perfect world, I would love to finish the book today so that I can actually read something else tomorrow. The likelihood of that happening, my coffee machine is making noises. The likelihood of that happening is kind of low, but I'm not gonna get down on myself quite yet. It's only 7 a.m. Like if I sat down and read for the entire day, I could finish it. And Sarah J Maas's books, like the last 100 pages are always so intense that you don't wanna put it down. So I'm hoping that that's what's gonna happen in this book. We'll see. We're just starting the day off. We have some coffee, we have my book, and it's really nice out. Tomorrow it's supposed to be a lot warmer. Today it's gonna be like 86. So we're probably gonna do some reading outside. We're probably gonna do some workouts. That's pretty much the extent of our weekend plans. So we're gonna really focus in on finishing this book. Like this is my #1 priority this weekend because I want to be done with the series. I'm gonna go take Pete on a quick walk and then we're gonna get right into it. I'm on chapter 73, which is page 628, and I'm 64% of the way through the book. We're in a good spot. I think that we can finish this weekend. It's just a matter of really staying strong with it. So let's go do all of the other things first, and then that way we can sit at the house and read for a little bit, and then maybe we'll like go outside and sit there because it's really nice out right now. It's only 63 degrees. That is like a treat these days. On my walk with Pete, and there's a park kind of by my house, so we just walked over to there and we met this really sweet person with a really adorable dog, and Pete was like actually interacting because he just never likes to play with other dogs, so it's just really sweet. I didn't expect to go for that long of a walk. Usually we just like go around the neighborhood, so it's kind of unexpected, but sometimes I just let Pete decide which directions we're gonna go. So now we're heading back home. Such a nice like perfect morning. Everyone's getting their walks in while it's nice out and like not even 70 degrees yet. I think it's just so fun to be in a neighborhood where everyone's just like out and about walking. Okay, we're home. The sun is crazy. I have this big hat, but when I wear it, you guys can't see me at all. So I'm gonna take it off and then I'm gonna put it back on when I'm reading. We are back home now. I'm going to start reading my book. I also have been downloading some audiobooks on the Libby app. I usually read either on the Libby app or on Spotify when it comes to my audiobooks, but the downside with Spotify is you only get like 15 hours per month or something like that. And I just used, I think I have like 2 hours left. So there's a few books on Spotify that I want to read, but I can basically only read like one per month on there. So I kind of have to like pick and choose. But in the meantime, I requested some on the Libby app, but one is actually available now. It's Killers of the Flower Moon, which from what I understand, it says the Osage murders and the birth of the FBI. I don't know if I said Osage correctly. I'm assuming it's the Osage Nation in Oklahoma. And it says something to the effect of like, basically one by one, this tribe was killed off. Yeah, I don't know, like basically the FBI took over the case. I have not really heard too much about it, except I think my friend's boyfriend read it and rated it 5 stars. So I also know it's a movie, but it was one of the ones that was available now. What are you doing? He's doing something in that bush. Anyway, so I downloaded that one because I've been doing a puzzle. So I thought if I get kind of tired of reading my book, then I can do the audiobook for a little bit and do my puzzle. Oh, he found a stick. That's a good stick. Anyway, I'm trying to like prep myself in case I get bored basically, but I have roughly 350 pages left of Kingdom of Ash, which I'm realizing is like the size of a standard novel. So if I really put my mind to it, I think I could do it today. I just want to be done with it. Like I want to know how it ends, and so that's why I'm continuing to read it, but it's just a lot. It just doesn't need to be this long. makes me laugh when we switch spots like this. I am sitting on this blanket with like my coffee, my book, the whole thing. Meanwhile, P is just enjoying the cushions. I guess that's his spot now. Anyway, I think something crazy is happening in my book, and it's actually happening now. So we're finally learning something that for the whole series pretty much I've been like, but why? And I think we're sort of getting that information now. So it's actually getting very good. Okay, I am taking a break from reading. This is the puzzle that I am making. I wanted to show you guys. This is supposed to be, it's like this little scenery, but it's 1,000 pieces, and so we are taking a second to do it. My friend gave me this puzzle. She gave me a bunch of others too. I have, this one's like a bunch of jellyfish. This one I think is a fish, but this one's gonna be hard because it's all the same color. And then I think this is like a castle, and this is Florence. Ren and I just randomly chose that one, and I think we're just gonna kind of like, well, I will one by one do them. I thought I had like a California one too. Some of the ones that are more interesting, I will potentially frame once I'm done with them, so we'll see. Ryan's taking a shower. He just got home, so if you can hear that, I apologize. But I am going to take a break from the reading because I want to quickly go on my run and do my ab workout. So I'm gonna do a 3-mile run, and then I think the ab workout that I chose is like 30 minutes. So I'll probably take basically like an hour-ish break. But we're almost at chapter 80, which is really great. So I just wanna make sure I get the running out of the way before it gets way too hot. It's like 75 degrees now. So it's gonna be 86 or something like that today. I'm gonna get ready, I'm gonna go run, and I will see you guys when I'm back for my run. All right, we're back from the run. The good news is I didn't get any sunburn, and I felt so good today that I ended up running 7 miles instead of 3. So I'm not gonna do the HIIT workout that I was originally planning. Tomorrow, I'm gonna do my 3 and then a little HIIT workout. But the bad news is around the 5-mile mark, I fell again. And so I cut my hand again, and here as well, and then down my arm. I gotta stop doing that, but I did not hurt my, well, I did hurt my knees, but not nearly as much as I did before. They're like just kind of bruised up a little. Well, they look like a lot bruised up, but you get the point. They hurt a little, but I was okay. I was able to run the rest of the way back. I also was listening to the audiobook for The Killer of the Flower Moon, I think is what it's called. And I feel like I'm not so sure of how I feel about it. First of all, I was saying it wrong. It's Osage for the tribe, so I apologize. Didn't know what it was called before I started listening to the audiobook, but it is called the Osage tribe. So I was listening to that. There's a lot of historical information in it, and I feel like I was learning so much, but at the same time I feel like because of the amount of information I was kind of getting lost, and obviously I was running so I wasn't paying super close attention. We will probably continue it, but I don't know. It might be one that maybe is better for me to watch the movie. We'll see. I do have a few other audiobooks that I'm waiting for the hold to like be ready for me to listen to on the audiobook library or like on the Libby app, and then I can listen to those. I'm actually waiting for a few of my audiobooks to be available for me on the Libby app, and then once those are available I can listen to those while I run, because I prefer listening to audiobooks or podcasts over listening to music. It just helps distract me a little bit more. But I am going to relax now. I'm going to continue reading. I was in the middle of a chapter, but it was at a good stopping point, so I'm gonna go read some more, and then I think Ryan wants to go over to some stores. He has a couple of returns to do, so I'm gonna go to the stores with him later, and that's kind of all we have planned. So I'm gonna go into the living room. He's doing like laundry and stuff, so it's loud over there, so I thought I would just check in with you guys, but I'm gonna go over to the living room now, and we're just gonna relax for the next little bit. Okay, it's been some time. It's currently 8:00 p.m. and I don't think that I'm going to finish the book tonight because I keep getting distracted, obviously. I do still want to finish it by the end of the weekend, but Brian and I went on a walk with P, and then we were playing this game, this like video game. It's called Papers, Please, I think is what he said it's called. Basically, you're this like Russian or like Russian type immigration officer, and you have to check people's papers and like watch out for criminals, and then you can like take bribes. And it's kind of like a game where you can sort of like make decisions. You can decide if you want to take the bribe or if you want to like work with the resistance or so on and so forth. And based off of what you do, it determines your outcome. And then every single day you also get money money, like a salary, and like your kid gets sick or your wife gets sick or they're hungry or they're cold or whatever, and it's just kind of fun. So we played, it goes like by days. Each day is like pretty fast, but I think we played like half of a month of it, so like 15 days worth. It was really fun. And now Ryan's going back over to nap. I want to read some more of this book because I've been putting it off all day. I'm gonna go do that and just kind of hang out in the living room while he naps in the bedroom. He's had a cold for like a week and a half now, I want to say. I don't know if it's a cold or if it's something else, but he's been sick. And I, knock on wood, have not received the sickness yet. Why did I say it like that? Received the sickness? I haven't gotten sick. I'm gonna go read and I will update you guys when I'm done for the night on reading. And obviously I'm gonna read tomorrow too. I just want to get through as much as I possibly can today so that I'm ready to go for tomorrow so that I can finish it. I wanted to be further along than I currently am, but I have 6 hours, like 6.5 hours left of the book. We're on chapter 89. Ugh, and I'm so tired. We're on page 737 out of 980, so 75% of the way through. Not nearly as much as I wanted to be at this point, but I knew I wasn't gonna be able to read the whole thing, so we're gonna aim for finishing it tomorrow now. I'm gonna still take the book to bed and read a little bit more before I actually like fall asleep, but I'm basically falling asleep on the couch, so I wanted to update you guys about like where we're at, and we're so close. We have like 245 pages left or something along those lines, and I just like, we're so close. So tomorrow I'll have to read for like 6.5 hours, but this is becoming like a full-time job. I just need to be done with it. I can't believe that this book is this long. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll see you guys in the morning. Good night. Happy Sunday. I have actually a little cooler from our beach day. I didn't even mention that. We had a beach day at work the other day and I was in charge of bringing the cooler. I left it out here to dry out because there was a bunch of ice in it, but now I'm using it as my table because I haven't put it away yet. I think Ryan and I were thinking about getting donuts this morning. I don't know if we're still gonna do that. We mentioned it yesterday and we never ended up making it to Nordstrom, so we're gonna do that today. He just has some shoes that he bought and he's been trying to decide if he wants to keep them or not, and I think he's ultimately decided he wants to return them, so we have to do that return today. But I've been reading. I read some more last night. What is on my Kindle? I'm on chapter 92 and I have like 5.5 hours left, so we're on page 765 and we are almost 80% of the way through this book. Things are actually getting exciting again, so I feel like this book, like the biggest problem with it is that it just kind of going like that, so I'm trying to dedicate time for myself to finish the book today. So at some point today we're gonna do a workout, but other than that, oh, and obviously go to the stores, but other than that we're gonna just finish this book today. I have so many books that I want to read. On July 2nd, Reckless comes out. Today's June 30th, so I'm really cutting it close with finishing this by end of month. But June 2nd, Reckless comes out and I really want to read that. I may read another book before Reckless, or I might just like wait the day until it's out so that I don't have to like rush through something else, but I'm excited to almost be done with it. Let's just sit down, read, and finish the book today. We were just playing out here with P and we noticed this is the wall that I was talking about in a previous vlog. This is the lemon tree and the lady just leaves us lemons here. So now I have to make sure that there's no spiders on them. Okay, we good. And now we've done our grocery shopping for the day. Wouldn't it be so cool if that was how we grocery shop? We just like left things on people's walls. I think I need to make the neighbor some lemon pie. Okay, I wanted to update you guys because I am still reading. And finally the things that I have been waiting for, like this whole book, are happening. So it's getting really exciting for that reason. How many pages are we? We're 780 pages into the book. We have 200 pages left. I just feel like it wasn't necessary to wait till chapter 95, literally, for all of these things to happen, but I am excited that they're finally happening. I do think that the detail is nice and like I get a really good understanding of each and every decision and character and the whole thing, but it's a little too much. But now that the big things are happening, it's crazy right now. So I am eating it up right now. I feel like the last 200 pages are gonna go way faster than the first 780, crossing my fingers. So just wanted to update you guys. I'm gonna put my headphones back on and we're gonna keep reading. Okay, I have to tell you guys what just happened. If you guys are planning at all on reading this book, skip ahead to this time because I don't want to give any kind of spoilers to anyone who is interested in this book. But basically this whole time they are going through this situation where this kingdom, or like set of kingdoms, I guess you could say, I don't know, anyway, it doesn't matter, this like region is taken over by these like demon kings, if you will, from another world. And so this whole time they're looking for these 3 stones, and the 3 stones together create a gate that shoves the demons back into their portal. That's essentially like the meat of it. And this whole time there's one of the stones that they found like pretty early on, and on the back of it was actually like disguised as a necklace. Was told to our main character that it would protect her, but really it's because it is one of these stones. And so a singular stone is very powerful, but all 3 of them together is like, again, like life-changing. You can rule the world, so on and so forth. So they're trying to use it to shove these kings back in there, but it's going to cost them their lives. They're trying to share the burden because there's 2 people who can do it, and they were kind of playing eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and they decide to do it together. They're like, let's just halvesies. Hopefully it doesn't kill us. And as they're doing it, our main character who is a woman, and then a guy as well who is currently the king because he killed his father for other reasons like that I'm not gonna get into. But this whole time on that like necklace version of the stone, it said nameless is my price. It's been said a couple of times throughout the series, like some random witch said it to our main character as well, and so she was like, I wonder what that means. And this whole time you think like, oh, nameless means that we don't know who is going to be the person paying for essentially peace, and so we're just gonna put nameless, and then the price is their life. Except then they're in the middle of this whole situation where they're like forging these portals so that they can shove these bad demon kings into this portal, whatever, and the king, well, what am I trying to say? It's hard without names, but basically the king who died, who was killed by his son, comes back and is like, nameless is my price, what is my name? And like throughout the whole book he's just known as the king. He doesn't have a name, and so he's literally like, it's me because I don't have a name. Why does that feel so dumb to me? I don't know why. Like, it seems like this whole time I have also wondered like, oh, what's his name? Like, why do we not know his name? I don't know why I hate that. Spoiler over. That was just kind of disappointing. So I'm gonna go back to reading. And I hope that that doesn't like just ruin the next 5 hours of reading for me, because that was, I don't know why that feels so dumb. Kind of just feels like a cop-out. I wish that this author would just kill off a character, like a main character. You know what I mean? Like Game of Thrones style. You love Ned Stark so much, dead. Like, I don't know why it's just so powerful to be able to kill off your characters, and then like nobody is safe. But instead it's like always someone is gonna swoop in at the last minute and be like, I'm gonna save everybody, and it just feels like, what? Like this is just like a weird loophole. Just because we've always known him as the king and he doesn't have a name to us, we're gonna use that. I don't know, I don't love it. Okay, back to reading. So warm. It's 81 degrees and it's 10 a.m. So I just quickly showered because since Ryan and I have to go to the stores later, I figured I might as well get that over with. We can go to the stores, and then once it cools down is when I'll do my run today, because yesterday I ran in like, I want to say it was like 75 to 80 degree weather, like while I was running, and it was just too hot. So we're outside now. I'm in the shade, and I also have my big hat again. This has been my go-to big hat because it covers my shoulders. It's not like the cutest, but I do like that it covers my shoulders. I also gave P a bath, so he is drying off essentially over here. I needed to give him his bath, and we did all of the chores that we need to do, like doing the dishes and again bathing him, all that kind of stuff. So now we are set up in a place where we can read. We were going to get donuts today, but Ryan had breakfast without me, and then he was like, oh yeah, I forgot that we were gonna do donuts, and then he offered to go with me anyway, but I don't feel like going by myself. So we're gonna get back into it. We're on chapter 98. We're almost in the hundreds, which means we'll only have like 20 chapters left after we get to 100. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get through this. We have like 4.5 hours left, just over 4.5 hours left. Okay, quick change of plans. We're gonna run to do the returns plus go to Target because we realized we're just like running out of a bunch of stuff, and I'm at a good stopping point for my book. So we're gonna do that, then we'll come back and then we'll read some more, and we're still going to finish the book by tonight. We got to take a break from it for a second. So we're gonna go run the errands and then more reading. I feel like if I finish this book by end of today, being able to read like 9 to 10 hours of a book within a weekend is a pretty good number. So I will feel successful. Okay, we're back from Target. Figured I'd just quickly show you guys what we got, and then we're gonna go back to the living room and read. But as a surprise for P, I'm making sure he's not coming in here, I found this cute, he loves lamb chop, and this one's like a little birthday lamb chop. I thought this was so adorable, so we got that. So I'm gonna save that one. Ryan got some toothpaste. We got some aluminum foil, the essentials. Also got, oh, Ryan got some shampoo. And we got some new pillowcases because we need to replace the ones that we have. And then to match this little guy, we also got this bow. So we're gonna have him wear this for the month of July because July is his birthday month. And we got a pillow too, but I don't know where that went, so I'm gonna have to go ask Ryan. But I'm gonna put this stuff away. I'm gonna put this little guy away. Now we're gonna go back out to the living room and read some more. I should look. The pillow's literally right there on the bed. Okay. Back to reading now. Okay, hello you guys. Update. It's dark. I've been getting distracted, but we're here. Ryan and I actually were getting distracted because we were trying to figure out a way. We sometimes will play games, or he will play games mostly. Every now and then I'll play with him, like yesterday, but we'll play games in the office because he has his computer in there, and so we can play Steam games there. And we were trying to get it to basically stream from his computer in there into the living room so that we don't have to like bring his entire computer here because it's like a tower. So anyway, that took us like 2 hours to actually get up and running and like a good system because we didn't want to use one of our computers that we used. But anyway, we got that figured out. Again, it took 2 hours, so it took some of my time, but I wanted to update you guys. We are on chapter 115. Hello, 115 of 122 or something like that. I think it's technically 121, but then there's like an epilogue chapter, and we have an hour and a half left. We're on page 922, so I am getting through it. I am getting a little bit irritated with this book because things that took like an entire book for a lesser scale item took like 2 pages for like a much bigger scale thing. And I like don't know how else to describe that because I don't want to give too many spoilers, but it's so irritating because it should not have taken so little time for this thing to happen if it took an entire book for something else to happen previously. And also for this entire series, we have been like inching toward this moment, and then it was 2 pages. I don't know if she like just doesn't know how to finish books, and so it's like really long, drawn out, and then like when you get to the thing it's just like sped up or what. But I'm gonna finish it just so we can say that we did, but it's a little annoying. So there's that. But I'm excited to be done. We're gonna read for the next hour and a half, and it's currently 8:30 right now, so I should be done around 10. I've been reading a lot faster toward the end, but I think it's because I don't care so much about like every single detail. Whereas like the other books I was caring a lot because I figured it would matter a lot here, which it does, but now it doesn't so much, so we'll see. I will check in with you guys once I'm finished with the book. You guys, I finished the book. I just feel like it didn't need to be that long. And I feel so bad saying that because I've spent so much of my time dedicated to this series. I think I've started this in like March or something like that. Like that's a really long time to be reading a series. But the ending didn't need to be 1,000 pages. And like I just ended up wanting to skim the end of it. And I don't know, like I feel like the whole last book was such a struggle that there were some high notes, but I can't with confidence rate it like higher than a 3-star, and honestly it's probably closer to a 2-star, which feels so bad to say, especially because some of the other books were 5-star books for me. But wow, that was tough. We did get through like 9 or 10 hours worth of reading this weekend, which is crazy because on top of it we went to the stores, we went on a 7-mile run, and I haven't done my workout tonight, but I'm gonna do it right after this. So we still did a decent amount. Obviously a lot of my time was dedicated to just reading and mostly just finishing this book. I do feel kind of empty, one, with the way that the book ended, and two, now that I have no more of that series, because I'm like, what's next? And I just don't have the next thing. So it is a little weird, but I might reread some of the recaps that I've been reading just to like make sure, I don't know, I got everything that I wanted out of it. I just feel kind of like weird. I don't know how else to describe it. But I am going to start getting ready for bed, do my workout, wash my face, go shower, all of the things. So that's really all we have for the weekend. I do plan on doing another one of these, but with maybe a multitude of books where it's like, how much can I actually read in a weekend that's not just like a 900+ page book. We have some more book videos planned for future as well. I would love to do like a 24-hour reading vlog, things like that, but it's just really hard when you're reading a really long book. So I apologize for that, but also thank you for keeping me motivated and on task and actually helping me finish the series, because I don't know, if I like wasn't making a video about it, I feel like I could just keep putting the book off like really easily. So I will talk more about all of my thoughts in my next recap, which will be sometime this week, I think, probably, because we're at the end / beginning of a month. So this was just like my last book of the month, but also I read a decent amount this month, so I'm definitely going to be talking to you guys more about that in my recap. So you guys will see that probably on Friday, and I think that's all I have for you guys. So thank you guys again. I need to get my eyes away from a screen and just kind of veg out for a little bit. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Thanks for always coming around with me on my weekends. I enjoy it so much, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.